sick, busy, or have something important going on. 2, when someone treats you to lunch or dinner, don't buy the most expensive dish on the menu. Also, treat them to the next time. I beg.
Slave
is that one by 4?
This is very important. Young women in Nigeria, young women in Nigeria have this very, very distasteful habit. Someone invites you to this, you pack all your friends, pack all your family members. It's wrong. The person is just...
You sit, carry, take away.
It's very
dinner.
bad. You know, there's a slang for it. It's not coming to me right now, but it's wrong. When someone takes you out, don't go like you're a hungry person. You have food at home, right? So please be elegant, be nice, you know. And then I like the last part. Next time you take them out. In Nigeria, we don't like to take. I can take Fred out to lunch now. Or do you understand? If Fred takes you out to lunch the first time, you should reciprocate. Take them. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
But you know, we carry fire for head. You know. Or there's one that Chimamanda spoke about a couple of years ago, and it happens a lot. A young man and a young lady have gone out to eat. The waiter at the door will greet the man. They don't greet the woman. Because the waiter is expecting the tip. Good afternoon, sir. They just ignore the lady and so the lady, you look them in and say, good afternoon, greet them first. You know, it's just like, why are you nodding your head like that?
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
It's suspect, actually.
Yeah.
So please reciprocate, you know. It's not only the man that should take people out all the time. So, go on.
Okay, 3, only suggests splitting the check evenly if your dish is the least expensive among the rest.
What?
Only suggests that's if your dish is the least expensive, that's when you can suggest to split the bill equally.
Okay. Yes,
Do you understand?
You've gone out to an Italian restaurant to eat. Instead of you to buy your rice and stew that you have gone to order tagliori, masakati,
and then you are saying let's split it evenly when my own is cheaper. I agree. I won't agree.
You don't agree, Mina?
Well, I think it does make sense now. If you're going to suggest that we should split the bill, you shouldn't have the most expensive plate and put the burden on other people.
Simple. I like you. You see how that you actually agree with that?
Yes.
Go on.
Okay, 4, don't lend out what you borrowed. Very important. If it's not yours, don't act as if it is.
Bring back my book. You know yourself, I gave you book to read. You gave it to another person. You were sharing the love.
Imagine.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, 5, if you borrow money from someone, return it before they ask of it.
Yes, we agree
what
with
you
that
said earlier. And 6, if you borrow someone's car, fill up the tank.
Go on, read, finish reading.
If you borrow someone's car, fill up the tank before you return it. If I met it filled up, that's when I'll return it filled up.
Whatever it is, just put something back.
I'll put
should
it
put
must
something
not be
back.
full.
No, it mustn't be full.
Why are you?
Which one is fill up the tank? Do you know how much is fill up?
I have another. Like when I was pointing out the not calling more than. If you see the scenarios I gave, I didn't give regular scenarios.
Yeah.
They were almost like emergency scenarios. So I'm not saying you regularly call someone 10 times. If you see, I said no. I did say delivery. I did say, what if you were sleeping and somebody needs to reach you? So I gave those 2 scenarios to show you where I was coming from. So we're not looking at things one-sided. And that brings me to the next thing I want to say. When you borrow somebody's money, what did he say?
Don't wait for the person.
Don't wait for the person to ask you. Great. There are people that have borrowed money and would love to pay before stipulated time, but they are not able to with different things going on. How can, if you're not able to return the money, follow this social cue, able to return the money immediately, how can you act in a better way?
My dear, it's about integrity. When you borrow money, your word is your bond. Besides, let's even talk about this borrowing money. If you're borrowing money from your good friend, your friend knows you well enough and says, okay, knows that you will pay at so time. If you're borrowing money from someone for the first time, you've never asked the person for money, and then it comes to time for you to pay, you don't pay up. No, that's not right.
But what are some other cautious acts you can do if you're unable to?
then you can call or text the person and explain.
That's what I'm saying.
Either that, of course, that is it's a giving.
People
will call.
Don't know.
It's a giving. You borrow money, you now not call the person you start.
Precious. It's also they tend to just leave it and be like, I know I'm going to pay next week. Let me wait.
That's the more reason
they
why
don't.
So it's and
that's why I wanted to bring it out. Because
whether you should be able to pay, you know your capacity. Why did you go and borrow the money in the first place?
And they also say if you want to borrow some money, borrow the amount that you can
let go.
Yeah, just in case the person doesn't pay.
So it means that person
can easily let go.
So whoever you are doing that to, the person is notorious for not returning money. So like this person,
can I shoot you something?
So integrity is at stake.
Can I shoot you something? Like I said, this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria, a place where civil servants don't get paid salaries, teachers don't get paid salaries on time. You do a contract, you will not get paid at the stipulated time. So imagine you collected money from somebody. I'm just saying, our economy does not guarantee these sort of things. We're not encouraging people to do it, but whereas your country has forcefully put you in a situation where you can't do something.
Why are you borrowing? Live within your means.
I have nothing to say.
You don't want to agree?
I have nothing to say. I don't agree, nor do I disagree. It's a statement. It's a point.
Yeah, just live within your means. And I understand. Usually people borrow for heavy stuff. They want to pay their rent or they want to pay school fees. So, but remember that episode of finance that we did? The lady says, your rent is not Your rent is not an emergency. Your rent is a 12-month contract. So every month, put something aside to meet that goal. School fees is every 3 months. From January to September, you pay so amount every month. And then you don't have to take your kids to the most expensive school. You don't have to live in the most expensive houses. Even though this Abuja, I keep saying it, there is no middle ground. Abuja is either it is extreme or it is like this, as in there is no middle ground, affordable housing, which is one of the things I explained that, don't let me go into political matter. Please, let's bring our head down. So, but do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Live within your means. Borrowing, I know salaries are not regular, so but plan ahead, live within your means.
Yeah. All right, moving on, Muna.
Okay, 7, say please and thank you.
There's a song.
No comment.
No, that one is a must now.
We all agree.
Do you want me to sing that rhyme, that nursery rhyme for you? Sorry, thank you, please excuse me, and the last one, pardon me.
So we all agree on that one.
Yes. Okay. So
keep going.
So number 8, be nice and kind to waiters, cleaners, helpers, drivers, or anyone offering you a service, and treat them with the same respect you would give a manager or a CEO.
Absolutely agree with you. I think that one is this. But in Nigeria, we measure people by where we see them now.
Yes.
See, I told you now, the waiter sees a young man and a woman coming into a restaurant. He will greet the man, he will not greet the woman. You say, this one, they don't bring a conch up. You understand? So he will say, sir, all because of the tip he wants to collect.
There's one experience, this thank you of it in, there's one experience I had day for yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the money is not much, but courtesy demands that you say thank you at least.
Yeah.
So I went to buy some stuffs, and then a guy, I think he's a laborer or something, because he was looking that way. So he came to buy bread, and the person said 250. So he said it's not 200. The person said no. So he turned to leave. I was like, what's 15? I said, come back and collect.
Take it, I'll add it.
Do you know that this man didn't utter a word to me? Like when I said come back, when he turned, he just came, faced
collected
the boy.
Bread.
He now collected a bread, collected a drink as well, and left without saying a word to me.
No, that's rude. I'll collect my money back.
I already gave in
I
to
actually
be.
have no comments.
Like I was so surprised.
It's two things.
Did you pay for the drink?
Yes.
No, I paid not the drink.
You just
only
added
the bread.
15 naira.
Yeah.
So, but it's two things. He's either he was shy, or either he was shy.
Or he was so proud to say thank you to a woman.
Because you are a woman.
There are two sides to the coin.
The fact he was maybe.
Did you say he was a young man?
He'll be like 40s.
No, that's an adult man.
Yeah.
No, then
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because from a certain age range, they tend to have this gender bias that's in them.
Ego.
Yeah.
Ego is the enemy.
I was so surprised.
Bad man. We're not proud of you in this moment. We hope you learn and do better.
I hope so.
0808-2222-037 is the number. You can send us WhatsApp messages or just dial 0818-2222-205. Right on.
Okay, moving on. Number 9. Don't interrupt the person speaking. Wait until they finish, then you say what you want.
Even when your body they hot.
Even when your body
I
hot.
watched on TV this morning, a news channel had a guest. The guest is
the one with.
oh my God! The guest came in guns blazing. Let me talk. Let me finish saying. Let me say. The last time I came, you cut me off. They had to interrupt. Say, "Oh God, don't come here and insult anybody. Don't come here. Just calm down. So, but I get that scenario is different than when you're at home, and it doesn't matter whether you're older or younger than the person. When someone is speaking, you excuse me. Mothers tend to, when your child is mom, is it because me I'm a child? No, now so let me express myself. So it doesn't matter whether you're older or younger. At least excuse yourself before you interrupt. Okay. Do you like this one? I wanted to interrupt you. Sorry, I want to quickly chip in this one. This one ends somebody a prison sentence recently, and it took the whole of Nigeria to intervene before the boy was set free. He saw someone and accused her of consuming all of Nigeria's money, and said that that's how much he's gained weight. That's the issue with the student and the wife of the first lady. So, but next time, don't ask awkward questions. Oh, you have gained weight. Those are the social cues. That's where I was going next. You see someone for the first time. See your tummy is big. Body shaming. Oh, see. So you are married. Or you are not married yet. Or don't you have kids? Mind your business. Or why are you still living in a rented apartment? Or why don't you buy a car? For God's sake, it's your problem. That kind of thing. Those social rules says, mind your
business.
Even if the person is your sister. Even if the person is your sister.
Honestly.
Even if the person is your brother. Please. They are men
careful with prying.
Yeah. So mind your.
Like just mind your business.
Yes. Straight up. Oh yeah, go on.
Okay, number 10. When someone is speaking directly to you, give them attention.
Yes. I don't like it when I'm speaking with someone and they're pressing their phone. It's really off-putting. I don't like it.
I get that a lot. Sometimes I don't know if it's that I talk too much or people are not interested in what I have to say. But I'm with a friend and, she's gisting me, giving me all her gist, and I'm like, really wrapped up in the story, everything, even trying to buttress point, talk more about it. Then it reaches my turn and I'm gisting you and it's like...
Yeah, pressing phone.
And no, even if you're pressing,
you're not making eye
contact.
It's
hard. You're not even... It's hard to and I'm like, should I continue? Should I? So I don't know if sometimes people feel like, yes, I've said my own. That's the only thing that was important. Now, when another person starts saying, is like, yeah, whatever.
Social rules. That is a very, very bad habit. And because of this social media era, when you can easily flick from WhatsApp to Facebook to Twitter, our attention span is limited. So we don't engage in conversations anymore.
True.
When I want to talk, just put the phone down. Look the person. When you make eye contact with someone, you engage more. You can talk about it, but once you carry your phone, it's dismissive. It tells the person, "We're not talking anymore. We're done talking." Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like most people, coming to what you said, I feel like most people don't want to have conversations anymore. They actually just want to do social media stuff.
To read comments on.
I feel like that's a lot of people's priority now. They'll rather do that than having conversation.
But it's true.
It's an escape. It's called escapism. It's escapism. You don't want to confront the whatever issues that you have. So you want to go and sit on someone's comments and say, "Oh, this person has just done so." But
I feel the opposite.
For how long?
I feel the opposite. I always look awkward in gatherings because I insist on keeping my phone down, and I'm watching everyone on their own phones for like maybe 10-15 minutes. I'll wait, then pick up my phone after. That's what I just do. But I wait. I put my phone away and everyone else is on their phones. And I'm like, that's fine, but it's not me that is going to be doing this while I'm out.
Conversations are dying. So nice. Anyway, this is why I choose my friends. The kind of people that we know that we're going to this party together.
Like, not looking at phone.
The phone is like, the funny thing, I'll only look at maybe when I'm about to sleep. that's when I'll say, oh, what happened today? Or if I'm using this research for maybe for a program, or I'm looking for something. But that you have someone and the gist is sweet. No, not phone.
Make Gen Z no record waiting they do. Hey, they can, even if it's not a matter of looking at their phone, they are editing that photo they just took now. They are editing that video they just took now. They are sifting through videos and photos, looking for the perfect one they'll post before bed. They are already doing it now.
Okay, so
Mona is on this table.
I'm on this table.
I was on the interruption table. That's why I didn't say anything.
Okay, so we have a couple of voice notes as well. This is them sending in their own contributions on the matter we're talking today. So if you've just tuned in, you're listening to Perspectives here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja, and today we're talking about social rules that will help you. Some of them you know, some of them you're hearing for the first time, and we'll certainly love your contributions. So we've got these 2 voice notes from here. I'm just going to play straight up. Let's hear from you.
Some unspoken social rules should be being polite, using words such as please, sorry, thank you. Please the people around you, obviously, and sticking to your things. Just stick to your own things. You don't have to come and ask me for mine. Stick to your things, and especially food. Please stick to your food. Yes, then behaving gently and speaking in a normal voice, not loudly. Like, just speak calmly. You don't have to scream over me before I can hear you. And then trying to cut people off while they're talking is terribly bad. It's terribly bad. That's just the truth. It's terribly bad. I respect your opinion, so just wait for me to finish my points first. Then you can talk about your opinion. Love your sister, not her friend. Love your sister, not her friend. And love your friends. Love yourself much more than any other thing, not just your friend's sister as well. I'm talking about for the guys right now. And if I'm putting on a headphone, it probably means I want to be alone, or I'm not just in the mood to have a conversation. So you could just let go. And if you meet a child crying in a vehicle on your flight, don't just give an attitude towards that. You were once a baby. I mean, that's what kids do. They cry when they want to, when they have to, because their communication cannot be like yours. That's one thing.
Oh my goodness, she touched on points that I would never have thought of. Especially, let me go to this last one. Sorry about that. Let me go to this last one. I wish you mentioned her name. It would have been nice to just say thank you so much for that feedback. Babies crying on flights are very irritating, very uncomfortable. Last December, in fact, exactly a year ago, I had to go to Lagos with my newborn 2-month-old baby. Oh my goodness, she was peaceful on the flight going. Coming back, my God. It was so uncomfortable. She kept crying. But luckily, it seemed like every 3 seats, there was someone with a child. So the flight was, but you can, like she said, when a child is crying, the baby is uncomfortable, or the person is scared, and so try to be nice. So I just wanted to say that. You were going to comment about what she said.
Just mostly the part where she talked about I've actually lost my train of thought now.
Sorry.
Okay, where she talked about interrupting others. Like I said earlier, when you guys spoke about it, I didn't say anything because I'm on that table. But the funniest thing is that personally, it doesn't affect me when people do it to me. I know how to perfectly handle it.
You really have no filter.
No, me,
I know how to handle it. I let them like when I'm talking, somebody interrupts me, interrupt me, I let you talk. After you talk, I bring myself back in. If I want to cut you off,
I don't like it.
Okay, so that's maybe because
you are not a touchy-feely person. You're not sensitive. It doesn't to you. It doesn't matter really. Some people, it's a big deal.
Yeah, no, I'm saying maybe because I'm saying the funny thing about me being on that table and doing that is that easily tolerate it as well.
That's what I'm saying.
my
You are
own
not
flip side.
you're not a sensitive person
Towards it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like what I'm trying to say is
It's
not
not
important.
Okay.
So you are cutting me off. I don't
think
like
a lot
it.
of people feel
So
that.
I hope you listening right now, you can see yourself in either one of us in the studio. So yeah, either it doesn't matter to me or it matters. But either way, know the person you're talking to.
Definitely.
So that you don't give off the sign of, that you're not important, or I bet waiting this one they talk. Yeah. Or
I have a friend like that. She's very good at interrupting, but she hates it.
being
with passion.
interrupted.
You see.
She doesn't like it at all.
So she's self-absorbed.
Yeah.
You know what they say about people like that? Like the person you described earlier on, the person has said all the gist, and then you want to listen back to those people are selfish. They are self-centered
Absorbed,
people. They like to be the center of attention all the time. Okie dokie.
Yeah, but I think even aside knowing who you're talking, generally we should just apply some general social cues to people. Generally, so we know.
So social rules: be kind, don't be rude, don't be insensitive, Obi. So there's one more voice note before we go on a break, but I'll take that and then you continue with the messaging.
Okay.
Is that still one person, or you've gotten several messages?
No, we have like 2 more
messages
aside from the one I haven't completed.
All right, so very quickly, let me play this voice note. We'll be right back.
When you're invited to a party and they didn't say come with someone, you obviously should go alone. Don't carry a whole bunch of people. Like they invited you for a program and then you just went with more people. Let's say you're being invited for a dinner date and you went with 3 other people. It does not really make sense. I mean, you don't know if that person just want to have a conversation, just want to have a time alone with you and all that. I understand for security reasons, but then it's uncalled for. And another social rule should be, if you are invited to a party, you should know that going with a bottle of wine, it's a very good amount of courtesy. You don't just go empty-handed. It makes those people respect you more. It does. And another social rule should be finding someone sitting alone in a bear parlor. Let's say a lady seated alone in a restaurant or something does not give you the guarantee to go and speak to her just like that. You don't know if she's waiting for someone or anything. And another one should be asking people for permission to speak to them. It's courtesy. Don't just go up and start talking like, hello, my color. Who does that? You could just say, hi, good afternoon, good day. Please, can I speak to you? And if the person says yes, then you go ahead and say what you want to say. Not just come up and be like, hey, fine guy, this, and then boom, you started having a conversation that they're not even ready to have with you. If you say, please, can I talk to you? And they say yes, then fine, you go ahead with your conversation. I think that's courtesy enough. And if someone is talking to you and you're pressing your phone, it's courtesy enough and respectful enough for you to just lay down that phone while they're talking, and when they are done, you could go back to your phone. Trust me, it gives them this atom of respect and they see you differently. Now when someone is talking to you, you don't say excuse me, you just pick up your phone or you pick up a call and boom, you started having a conversation on the phone without not saying excuse me. So I think it all boils down to us using polite words towards each other. Yes, that's it. Polite words towards each other.
My goodness, isn't she phenomenal? This lady hit all the points, and I'm sure every lady all over the world listening to her agree on that one. Don't see me for the first time and say my color. Don't see my please. But why? Then lady sitting alone does not mean she's looking for company. She's just gone there to have a drink. We've been saying it over and say, why would a woman go to a public place and sit alone?
Yes.
Yeah, reactions.
Why would a man go to a public place
and sit alone?
And first of all, that my color thing, it's not even what's it called alone. It's not my color alone. The one that breaks my brain is just see me and I say blessing.
That's actually
Tell you what, the other day I was in a it's not a store, it's not a market. You know those places where they just start to sell stuff. The ones Abuja environmental control is always running after. And then I really wanted to buy something. You know, you see something from afar and you just spot it. I'm going for this thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm going towards him, and he sees me and he opens his mouth and goes, "Bless him." Honestly, I just proceeded. I was like, no, I'm not buying again.
You in Abuja, you people are nice. That is the way they do in Yaba. You know why I was excited when she said my color? Because actually, in the market, someone has done that several times.
They're always sweet. Some of them will even grab your hand.
Why, guys? That's the one I hate the most. Look at my face. I hate the touching part. You can do without touching. Even the talking is bearable. But when they start putting hands, please, we cannot underestimate that.
My sister almost slapped one.
Do you know the bad thing?
Me,
don't even try to
she
slap.
hates me touching her.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. Don't even try to talk to them.
Don't even slap, because these people, I think they have associations or communities or something. If you dare touch one, they'll come at you and the story might just flip.
Then the next thing they'll call you the oldest profession in
Yes. Even when you reply them verbally, they
so
just
get with stories. I said like your mama.
Your mama did what?
No, it's the truth. So, but these are things we're talking about, social rules now, and if our Nigerian men should just give ladies some dignity, respect us when you do that. Don't touch it.
You don't even know us.
You know exactly. You say my color, my sister. When they call you names that they know you are not the person.
They've never seen you before. Let's not even start from they don't know. You don't know me. I don't know you. Nothing. It's just a way of driving attention. No, it's not okay.
Sorry. Do we remember the march for markets for girls, ladies?
Yes, that was last year.
Yes.
Just wanted to quickly bring that back.
It was because of something
even
like
at that,
this.
It's harassment.
It is.
It is harassment. Even at that venue, they were harassing the ladies, and so they said, despite the fact that this we're holding placards to tell you that these are don't touch a lady. And you are still doing the same thing. So I wish Nigerian men, young and old, because that man that did that thing earlier on would just respect women. We said this several times on the show that when you open the brain, it does not show male brain, female brain. It's only our physical bodies that are different. Just give us some dignity. And social rules say, haba, greet us more. Don't wait and say, you are a woman now, I'm a man. You should greet me first. There's nothing like that.
Oh no, that one.
Respect each other. Respect. They've sang about it. They've written poems about it. They've preached about it.
They've even done protests now.
They've done protests about
and it. Still doesn't. No, so coming here today, I was listening earlier, and I was listening. You people were talking about the fuel tank thing, and Muna was reading it, and then she stopped.
Hesitation.
Dude. It is a rule. It is a rule. Rules are to be obeyed. Rules are to be followed. You see, so I know, right? Okay, first of all, the two-time call thing. Yeah. They are just rules. I think they are rules, and the idea of rules is not to debate them. Like, oh, okay, is it true? All right, now I'm gonna try.
It makes living easy.
Right.
If everybody abides by it, so it doesn't matter that there's one circumstance on this. It's just don't call more than 2 times.
Like my mom. Don't worry. No. You're gonna fight with her, and it's gonna be constant because she's not going to stop calling you. Don't worry, it's a given. So I've had to, learn her for that. If my mother calls you now, okay, my mother has a very, very graphic mind. Everything has gone wrong if you don't pick. She has thought about everything that could go wrong with her child. So you need to pick on the first ring. If you don't pick, she will call you 18, 20. 27 is back to and she's continuing to pick, and then she will not calm down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're fine.
So you just pick and say, I'll call you back.
Yes. Either you send a text or you pick up something. If when you pick and you're in a noisy place, she doesn't need to hear your voice. Just
pick.
Yes, let there be noise. You've been able to pick and call it okay.
Person dated.
Yes. So there are different ways to this thing. Some people is just who they are. Some people they have to learn the process. But either ways.
It takes a lot of unlearning, especially with mothers and grandmothers. You're going to say something.
Yes, one. Please,
Yes.
I don't think you people have mentioned that one.
Which one?
Please don't keep people waiting. Don't keep me waiting.
African time. One of the persons that sent us a message earlier on mentioned African time. I don't know why we take pride in that thing.
We have African hair. It's 4C. We don't have African time. Global time is 24 hours everywhere in the world.
Exactly.
There is no African. We don't have 27 hours in Africa.
Do you know the culprits of this thing? The culprits are usually heads, like bosses, heads of things. I've noticed.
But it's a bad habit.
I know a CEO, and I beg her, we're very, very close. I beg her, I say, don't do this. Don't keep people waiting when they come to see you. Don't take your time. Don't drag your feet. That's why I'm saying it mostly happens in managerial positions.
Honestly, it's not because the person is a manager. The person grew on the what's it called, corporate ladder. You grew to that point. It's a personal thing first. But I think we should talk more about this. I know you need to go on that.
Yeah, we need to go on the break.
Yes,
news at work.
But this time thing, because it is deeply rooted, I think we need to talk more about it.
It is very important. Honestly, it was a good thing that you brought it. Otherwise, it would have been one of those things that will sleep.
No, let it not sleep.
When we come back. Thank you so much. We've been having such a great time. The lovely voice you've been listening to is that of the vivacious, the amazing.
Wait, is this for me?
Yes,
stop.
But you'll hear more from her when we come back after the news at 1. In the meantime, keep sending us voice notes. You can send it to 0808 22 22 037 or dial 0818 22 22 205.
You want to say, alright, everything's gonna be so bright. Welcome to your destiny. Believe in yourself, the answers will come. Alright, everything's gonna be so bright. Life is but a melody. Heaven knows you waited so long. Soon you'll be singing your this is your destiny.
Citizen FM, Abuja. Time for news on the hour.
Good afternoon. Thanks for staying with us here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Here's the news at the top of the hour. Anondo High Court, sitting in Okitipupa, has sacked a cell-style traditional ruler of Ayetoro community in the larger council area of the state, Uluambe Ojagbomi. Justice Temitope Adedipe presided over the matter, ordered Ojagbomi to stop parading himself as the traditional ruler and spiritual head of the community. Adedipe, however, affirmed that Olasheni Ajijo, as the traditional and spiritual head of the church in the coastal community, as ratified by the Board of Trustees of the Holy Apostle Church, Ayetoro. The Independent National Electoral Commission said it will migrate some voters from congested polling units in Ekiti State to make voting seamless during the 2023 general election. Resident Electoral Commissioner for Ekiti State, Ayobami Salami, said the move is to make voting process in 2023 general elections devoid of rigors and stress for voters, as well as enhance security. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom's new plan for combating illegal migrants contains provisions expected to prevent many people from accessing asylum in the country. The UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, said UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak unveiled this new plan to tackle the flow of illegal migrants arriving in the UK by boat across the English Channel. While reviewing several parts of it, the UNHCR said the plan essentially legitimized blanket rejections of asylum applications from seekers arriving from countries or by routes not considered safe by London. In late November, media had reported that about 8,000 to 52,294 asylum seekers who came to the UK received positive or negative verdicts on their applications, while the other 44,700 applicants have been left without an answer. And that's the Citizen FM News on the hour. I'm Rayo Omotoso. Thanks for staying with us. Good afternoon.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty and that women have to be there. So I
want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
Your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance. Level up.
Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up. 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 All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up. 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 All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Them old mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. That's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it. More action. You just go see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling. I'm winning. Like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me as the greater. Nothing I'm afraid of. And I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up. 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 All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy.
Yummy all your tummy. My favorite from 4 years ago. It's 5 minutes gone past 1 p.m. You are listening to Perspectives here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Today we're talking social rules. Social rules. From the littlest to the most important, they're all the same. The thing is, you have to obey them, know when to use them, and know how to use them. So just before we went on the break, Didi was talking about time. How we say African time. There's a way they use it. That at weddings, I understand if they say the bride should delay small, don't worry, it's your day, we'll wait for you. But not when you have an appointment with someone.
It's so annoying.
It is annoying. Jeez. You don't keep people waiting. You know, some people don't know there's this rule they say because of timing that if you have a 10 o'clock appointment, get there 30 minutes before. You know, that way you get familiar with the environment, you know, as things are happening. You understand? It makes even life easy for you. You finish your appointment and go on. In fact, in broadcasting, we have a rule. When you have a program, you sign out 5 minutes before the next program comes on. You know why? So that when you're on air, so when you sign out, the person that is coming in to take over the console will have time to arrange their own, you know, things as well. So every profession, just get there early enough.
Now that is you even being decent because you're going professional. There's something at stake. There's also something at stake when you know that my job is on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
You
there's
do
something
it
at
because you know
stake.
there's something at stake.
Now I'm talking about general personal rules. Listen, it is not cute to keep people waiting for dinner dates. Because so let me blow your mind. A very short story, very brief. So I am invited to a birthday party.
Yeah.
And the lady says the event is for 7 p.m. Yes, 7 p.m. Decent. I'm like, okay, cool, stop. Okay, now this is it. Not because I'm here, but I know that a lot of people will agree with me. People who have had to deal with me, they know that I'm a very time conscious person. Like my body begins to prick if I am not at a place when I'm supposed to be. So at 6:45, I call a mutual friend. How far now? She says she's ready. Okay, how do we go? Where do we meet up? Should I meet you at the venue or stuff and stuff? And then she says, oh no, wait, let's call the celebrant. And she calls the celebrant. Celebrant goes, I've not even had my bath. You're the celebrant.
annoying.
And she goes, exact, I'm the celebrant.
So you wait for me.
It's like 9 hour show now. Grand entrance. I said,
Are you serious?
What?
How many hours?
2 hours after the time. And this happens even at shows.
So that's the unspoken rule at shows, that the celebrant or the star of the day does not show up until.
No, it's not cute. I don't think it is cute. Personally, I don't think it is cute. Don't keep anybody waiting. Look at your calendar. If you look at your time, if it is not okay, if it's not 7 p.m., if 7 p.m. not convenient for you, please give us a 9 p.m. The one that is okay for you, so that when we come, we do what we want to do. We get out in 30-45 minutes. Thank you for banking with us.
Some actually set that time based on they already know that Nigerians have this ideology of African time. So some people, even though they know the event is starting 9, they set it at 7 because they know those African timers.
But you're going to
will
waste
still
other people's
come.
time now.
Exactly. So those that are punctual now will have to suffer for.
I have been invited to a party. The lady said 8 p.m. I said, okay. Did you know that I left that party at about 10:30? I could count how many people were seated. And then the following morning, I call her. How far now? And she goes, party started around 1. And then they were there till 4 a.m.
No.
Are you serious?
Okay, so the thing is this: you are not for those kind of parties.
No.
People that they have.
And I don't think there should be those kind of parties. I think it is only ideal that I think that somebody needs to start a process. I mean, we need to start. You see, that's why people do this 2-hour thing, because it is okay.
Yeah.
That's why they have to budget extra hours.
Yes.
What if we all agreed that, oh no, it's not cool. If you say 7, I'm there for 7. It's a party. Let's flex and chill. 8 o'clock, we're out of there.
So you
going
see,
about our business.
so things that like that, people that are stickler for time like you will always stick to the time, and people will, you understand. So if
even
people
your
around
mechanic,
you,
it's not okay to keep your mechanic waiting. I'm talking about general rule. Anywhere, don't
I
keep
agree with you.
anybody. Thank you.
so
I'm gonna yell.
except we imbibe it, except we, what's that word? You enforce it, because that's the only way Nigerians will behave. And it's not other African countries don't do it too.
No, they do.
They do.
Don't worry, they do.
They don't. I know someone who is from Malawi. They
That's
don't.
the thing. I am Nigerian. At least I am Nigerian by some measures, and then I'm from other countries by other measures.
Other countries.
I am the African you heard about, actually. But my point is, if you met me on a good day, and I told you I were Nigerian, and see how I'm a stickler for time now, you will say, oh, Nigerians are not like that. You will judge the entire country based
by
on
one person.
It's the same thing that is happening to you now.
Honestly, he's so disciplined. If he tells you 8 a.m. on the DOT,
I know.
And me, I imbibed that 30 minutes before. It makes life easy for me. If you're not there 30 minutes before, if I leave 5 minutes after, I don't owe you any explanation because you did not see. So if people start doing that a lot, okay, just before we went on the break, we're talking about people in managerial positions, and so let's bring that back, especially in the civil service. It's very, very off-putting. You've gone to a ministry of so something to see someone. It's like a thing of pride for them to keep you waiting.
And it's not like they're doing anything important.
They're not doing anything.
They just want to keep you.
I don't know what we'll do about our civil service. The civil service is over. What's that word now? There are too many people working there, and they're not one job, 40 people doing the job. That's the thing.
As those who even turn up.
That's exactly. How can you work in the civil service and live in another state, and then you're collecting salaries? So I can't remember, was it last week? Someone here pointed out that how the only way to work to sniff out ghost workers is to put a biometric, what they call it, at the entrance.
So then you have to
in 30 exactly. So in 30 days, if you don't come, you don't get salary for that month. It means you didn't work that month. Because if you don't sign in, you cannot shagano collect, but it gives on your fingerprints. Now it's unique to all of us. But this is even going out of the system. So
Yes.
sign is actually important. Nobody likes to be delayed. Nobody likes to be held back. You go to I don't
Something
know what
else, another social rule.
time.
Oh no, besides time. Okay. I think we'll touch on this.
Go on.
Yeah. Please,
Yes.
This is between you and I.
Yes.
I mean, you and I who's listening right now.
Yes. Yes.
See, please, if you do someone a favor, there is no need talking about it over and over and over and over.
Some people will hold you to it,
Like
it's a big deal.
They'll keep reminding you that I did this. Like some people, even if they ask
It's
a favor
currency
from
for
you,
them, exactly.
and
They'll remind you.
that this so time I did this thing for you.
No, some might not even say it. They expect you to know that because they did so
because
things.
you
So
you
this is
are
a good time to tell them. Be gone. It's a good time. It's a good time. No, it's the truth. Because actually they might not say it to you that they did the favor.
but
They'll
they
just imply it.
And you know
tell
they want to always cash in on that one. So
It's currency.
so they do you a favor today. You do I don't want to say repay the favor now because I just it's just decency. You
Yeah.
do something for them, right? Tomorrow they expect you to do another thing for them.
Expectations.
And then another it's still that one thing.
Yes.
Another day they will expect you to do another thing for them. Then the day you don't now do another
You have
one
cancelled
thing.
everything that they've that's the thing now. That one time will cancel everything.
That
They say you're not grateful.
They're going to tell you. But
Yeah.
between you doing some things for them, oh no, they're talking to every other person about the thing that they did for you. Oh, I did this. Oh no, it's not necessary. I don't think that even needs to be overflogged. I think it's just decent. It's just etiquette. You really, really, really don't need. It's scriptural. The Holy Book says, "Let not your left hand know what your
the
right
hand is doing. So I like that we're having this conversation. We're talking about social rules. I realize that a lot of things have been watered down in Nigeria. If you're old school, if you've lived with elderly people, these are things that is they're not taught physically. They're not
Right,
taught. It's
verbally.
things, show me as I do as I do, not do as I say.
Yes.
So this kind of thing is our elders are actually, so we imbibed it from elderly people. A lot of elderly people and young people, the gap is getting wider and wider. So we're not learning social rules or etiquettes. We're not learning all these basic things that I wish there was a way that, and this is what is spilling into the main society and affecting the balance of things. So yeah, that was, that's fantastic.
Sense sometimes.
I like. Okay, so the simple ones that come to modern day era, I give you my phone, to see something.
See a picture.
Please don't swipe left or right.
Almost everybody's guilty.
No, I don't do that.
No.
I focus on what you give me.
But I used to before. But I've stopped.
Confession.
I just genuinely mentioned it because I observe that people do that.
Yes.
Related to that.
Yes.
Right. Related to that is let me see. You have something in your hand. Let me see.
I don't like it.
And then let's say give me an example. Maybe it's food. Let me see. And they're picking out of it. Or a bottle of perfume. Let me see. And you're spraying the perfume. Or something else. Let me see. And no, please. I gave it to see, right? Just see that one. Don't look at it and give it back to me.
If I want
it's the
you
same
to
thing for the
see, you
phone.
wouldn't even need to ask me.
Do you get?
Like I'll give you.
If I give you the
look
phone,
at it.
look at that one thing and just give me back. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Muna, we're wrapping up very, very soon. So very quickly run through the messages. Because
Okay, so 11, 2 things you shouldn't offer unless you are asked an opinion and advice.
Number 1. That was number 1 now when we started. Go continue.
Okay, then 12, respect others' personal space and privacy.
Oh.
We don't know how to do that.
I
But
love
it's usually
that.
family members and
I love it.
aunties that don't know how to do that.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. So
Okay.
this thing about there's some people that believe about this zodiac sign thingy. Oh, I'm Sagittarius. Oh,
Leo.
I'm Libra. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Oh, you're Leo, are you? Look at that. That's an August, right?
Yes.
I know a few things about these things. So there's a whole world on that personal space thing. Some people are just inclined to personal space. They love it. It's not because they don't like you. It's not because they don't want you around in that moment. They just want to be. So please, just excuse them. If they give you air that feels like, oh, they don't want you for the period or for a certain time, just respect it. It's not. They're not saying, oh, I don't want to be. No, that's not the case. Okay, please just understand.
Tied to people who are introverted.
Right.
Not everybody is outgoing. Not everybody sees you and wants to agree. And it's not an offense. It's personal.
Exactly.
They're not. It's not personal. They
It's
really.
a person thing. It's not personal. It's a person thing.
They just really want to be by themselves. But we have this conversation every once in a while. How we say you want to bring somebody out of themselves. Leave them. Let them be.
Bringing somebody.
Oh, it's an ongoing conversation that you are just you will drag them by fire by thunder. Come and delve in on the matter. So good one.
Okay, so 13. If someone shows you a photo, we already spoke about that. Don't swipe left or right.
No,
just.
I just got this message on WhatsApp. Let me quickly read this so that you continue.
Okay.
When you enter a car, whether taxi, a cab, or a bus, the first thing you do after sitting down is greet others. It's just what is the right thing to do. What do you think about that, especially personal space?
Yeah, I do that.
Like when I plug my ear, so I
do it.
Right.
So, do you think must you say hello to your fellow passengers?
Okay, now with one of the first things I said here today is that there are rules.
Yes.
And rules are expected to be followed.
Whether you feel like
whether you feel like it or not. I
like
think again, it's just the spirit of decency. You could just mutter a hello. Whoever responds is fine. Whoever doesn't respond, respect them.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think you would need to go to a bank and go and withdraw greeting before you give somebody so the person does not spend it when you're offended. Exactly. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
So just mutter a hello or a hi. Whoever responds, you may never see them again. It doesn't really matter. So just do
all
it.
right.
Okay, moving on. When you wrong someone, say sorry and don't ruin your apology with unnecessary excuses just to justify what you have done. I'm sorry, but you see, no vex, but not be my fault. This one, and all that. Okay, don't break your promise. Don't make one if you are not sure you can keep it. 16. When someone tells you a secret, take it with you to your grave.
Just
even
like what you
if
mentioned
you wake
earlier
up
on.
as enemies the next day. Some people will use that secret to insult you when you guys start having a misunderstanding.
It's the same thing I said, that some rules are unspoken. Everybody is on social media. How we're in a hurry to go and leak somebody's secrets or be the first to break the news.
My friend, something happened to my friend. That's how they always start these days. In social media.
You understand?
And something happened to my friend the other day.
You have hit the nail on the head. Boundaries, please. Whatever I tell you or whatever you know, just keep it to your safe. Continue with.
Don't make plans in front of those you are not willing to invite, especially if it is at your place, your birthday or a special occasion. Don't whisper something to someone when it is only one person sitting with you two. It's true. That other person will feel very bad.
Go on.
Never go to someone's place uninvited or without letting them know you are passing by in advance.
Do you know how much bag of rice is?
50,000.
No, it's actually 55.
Every week is increasing now. It was 2 weeks ago. It was 42,000.
Yes.
Last week he came on the show. We talked about shopping. It was 50,000. Now 55. No rice for Christmas, Muna. See, that's not what you want to tell me. We're not eating rice this Christmas.
No, besides rice, drinks. Do you know how much it is?
I heard a carton of malt is now 6,000 something.
Guy.
Malt.
Guy.
We're not drinking malt. We'll make zobo.
Now, do you know why I asked the price of all of these things? Don't just stop by at my house because we're Africans. So when you stop by, it's only decent to serve you something, right? To just and then when I'm offering, I don't really mean it. Just say like,
that kind of thing.
Don't say yes.
Shay, you
but I'm head doing though.
We have to wrap up now. We have to wrap up. Honestly, thank you so much. Did we think that we'll get so many rules?
We actually
thought there were 23.
There are so 23. There are hundreds of them.
Honestly,
but one thing that actually runs through any one of the articles you would see is the learn to say excuse me and please and thank you.
And mind your business.
Mind your business.
If they do not put you in the matter, please let it go. Oh, thank you so much, Didi. You're such a honest. This is going to make this a constant, okay? We look forward to having you tomorrow. Honestly, Mona, you are the bestest producer a girl can ask for. Dimpled Mona.
I'm blushing. Please go on YouTube and see me.
They are nice, yeah. You could go on YouTube and watch us live.
Thank you so much, ladies. Look forward to having you tomorrow on Perspectives. So this is us signing out with Simi and Fowls the Bad Guy. The song is titled Mind Your Business.
Mind your business.
Hello?
Hello, Alpha. I get gist for you.
What's up?
You know that girl with 20k followers on IG now?
Which one?
That girl that is always shaking her bum bum, that is always doing, K-popping. That girl supposed to carry fit her anywhere where she they go.
Why is that?
Oh, Babala scam.
Why you today, dog? Sure you know they tired. Enjoy, no concern you. Now them go find you. You know Betty walk. Now for your man they go yes, say me so long Betty Bella. She don't Betty Bella. For your man they go yes, say Billy Kid they sell it pepe. She sell it pepe. Now for your man they go yeah. Busy body don't come be fair. Uncle face your walk. Mind your business. Mind your business. Who say me you know mind mind your business. Busy body mind your business. If you know like mind your business.
I don't feel like give you now. Give yourself did it. I did it. Amico don't wash finish. Nothing to write home about. If you don't come pay me pass, that boyfriend.
Well done, sir. Mr. Tucker, Mr. Witty no consign me reporter. See me don't marry Adekunle. What why? Was first invited. How is that your consign? Why don't you face your work until you shake? You go shook your mouth everywhere like a cookie. You know they let sleeping dog lie. Sweetheart, say you know that curiosity will kick out. Leave talk, leave amable, leave chat. Face front, find business where you fit start. Take tea, drink that, mind your beeswax. Open your ear when you are listening to this track. Now for your mouth, they go, yeah, she buy 3 cars. But say she just use her mama do rituals. You say she did on the rich, she 32 years. But she never still married, no she too fast.
Mind your business. Who say me you know mind your business. Busy body mind your business. If you know like mind your business.
Wait, what if our boyfriend will give him Porsche assurance?
Believe you me, waiting and see no be Porsche assurance, so now card assurance.
Jesus.
Go say first, dear.
You dey put your mouth. For the thing we don't go outside. I love pussy, oh. The thing we dey find, you go find. Mind your business. Mind your business. Who say me you know mind your business. Don't be by force, oh. Mind your business. If you don't like, make you mind your business.
Wake up. Reach out. Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this is your station. Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM.
When the lion roars, other animals go into hiding. When Lieutenant George Sports Show roars, other sports shows go into hiding. Ladies and gentlemen, your multiple award-winning show host is back in your speakers. Catch Lieutenant George live on Citizen Sports, 4 p.m. weekdays.
I'm not here speaking out. As I'm not here, you speaking out. I know here what you stop. Speaking again.
I said, catch Lieutenant George live on Citizen Sports, 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday.
ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m oge ndị Igbo na-abịazuru unu ụbọchị Satọde na ụbọchị Sọnde na weta aka n'elekere nke 4 oge ndị Igbo bụ oge anyị ji anọrị oge gị na-ekene ezepụ na-eji akpọrịkọta ụbụbọ kabarụ na-esonyela anyị nke a bụ nke anyị ụmụnne m daalụnụ.
Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Yeah. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Epa!
And I